Man, what a day it has been. What a week it has been. This is the House of Rock here on 92.5 The Vault. Guys, I'm glad you're in for the show. We've got a jam-packed show for the evening. We've got the Cult will be our rock block of the evening. We'll have Nate Peck from the band Wanted in just a little bit. And first of all, one of the things that's on everybody's mind, we're going to kind of do this just a little bit differently today. One of the things that's on everybody's mind is the tragic, devastating flood that happened over in Kentucky. And John, are you with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, we've got John Caldwell. You've heard him on the show before, and he lives over in the Hazard, Kentucky area. And John was gracious enough to give us a little bit of time. And we want to talk to you guys just a minute before we get into the show about some of the things that's went over in the Knott County, Perry County area, Hazard, Whitesburg, and just kind of give everyone an update and kind of give everyone some information if you're wanting to donate, do some time or something like that. You know, John's been a faithful listener of the show. DJ himself, I used to listen to John over at WMMT, and I'm sure we'll touch on that in just a little bit. John, brother, it's all yours.
Thank you so much, Steve, for giving me the airtime to get all this crucial info out. For those of you who have never heard me before, I am John Caldwell. I used to be known as Jammin John. I was a radio personality for 8 years here in Eastern Kentucky. When I first started out in radio around this region, I started out at 2 radio stations. My first one was WKCB FM, The Killer Bee, which is in Hyman, Kentucky. I do not have any information on how that station is doing. The second place was WMMT FM 88.7 in Whitesburg. And WMMT was one of my all-time favorite radio stations to DJ at. People there treated me very nicely. That's where I got the nickname Jammin John. And unfortunately, the Apple Shop, which hosts WMMT FM, was greatly flooded, and WMMT FM was a total loss. Absolutely broke my heart to see the pictures come in of the studio being destroyed. I want to pass along some info about that.
Okay, thank you, John. I appreciate it. Have you got to? I've had a friend go over to Whitesburg today, and she said it was pretty devastating. Do you have any kind of, I guess, info or insight on the Whitesburg area? Then we'll kind of move up toward Hyman and some of those places.
Yeah, I don't have any updates on Letcher County and Whitesburg right now. The last I heard was the river had crested, I believe, yesterday. I do know that the river got up to 20 feet, the North Fork Kentucky River at Whitesburg did, and the gauge actually got destroyed or went offline because I didn't see any measurement for over 24 hours on that. But it eventually crested, which, went back down, which is great, but you still got all that devastation and destruction left over. I know that, we're music people. We love music, and I actually want to announce this right now. I got permission to announce this. There is a benefit concert that's going to be happening in Letcher County. That is the Letcher County Flood Benefit. All ticket sales and percentage of all bar sales are going to help the members of the community. This is going to be at Summit City, the famous Summit City on Main Street, 214 Main Street, Whitesburg, Kentucky, 41858. There's going to be performances by Ben Fugit and the Burning Trash Band, Craig Street, Johnny Pop Day, Scott Cable, Brooklyn Collins, Benjamin Boggs. There's going to be a dance party with DJ Winston Lee to end the night. Once again, that is going to happen Friday, August 5th, 2022. That show is going to start at 8 p.m., $10 donation for entry. That's going to be on Summit City on Main, 214 Main Street, Whitesburg, Kentucky, 41858. That's the Letcher County Flood Benefit. All ticket sales and percentage of all bar sales are going to help the members of the community. There's also a GoFundMe for Letcher County flood relief. And the goal at the moment is $100,000. $880 has been raised for that. You can search Letcher County Flood Relief on GoFundMe to donate to that. That's all the info I have right now on fundraisers for Letcher County. I do have shelters and stuff that I can pass along as well.
John, just some of the pictures that I saw, we were talking about the Apple shop off the air, and you and I talked a little bit last night. Is there any way at all to describe the devastation that you guys have saw over there?
No, I don't think that there is a word for it. Like, to just think, when I seen these photos, I was just like, once upon a time back in 2012, from 2012 to 2014, I was sitting in that studio. I was hosting and co-hosting shows in that studio. I've had friends who have done shows in that studio, friends that aren't even alive anymore. And it's so heartbreaking, like Scott Lucero, the legendary Jim Webb, all of them have done shows in this studio, and now it's completely destroyed. It just broke my heart this morning to see that. But I believe in the people of Eastern Kentucky, and I think that we will recover and we will rebuild from this.
Do you know, I know, again, you and I talked a little bit of some of the supplies. Do you know any supplies that people may need? And guys, we're talking about people that has lost everything. Imagine a house fire or something like that. But this is something that, John, you and I have talked, this could take years. Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. I really think that it's going to take years and years for this region to recover. I do know that Joe Biden has declared a federal emergency funding is going to be coming in. FEMA is coming in. FEMA is already here as we speak. And we're getting the National Guard in. I think 1,200 rescues have happened in Eastern Kentucky through helicopter and boat through the National Guard and Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife. For donations in Letcher County, items can be dropped off at the General Store, Neon Volunteer Fire Department, Isom Old Golden Oak Office at Big Blue Boulevard, Isom Stop and Go, the Old Pine Mountain Outfitters next to Pine Mountain Grill, Blackie Missionary Baptist Church, McRobert Community Center, Letcher Central High School, and Childers Oil Office. So that's the donation drop-offs. That's where you can get supplies as well. I also want to say this for my hometown of Hazard, Kentucky. A lot of places here in Hazard right now does not have water. Water has been shut off here in Hazard and Perry County. East Perry Elementary and Hazard High School in Perry County has water. You can pick it up there until 8 p.m. tonight. The county garage is also regularly receiving pallets of water. If you are homebound, let them know. They will try to coordinate a drop-off. Volunteers are needed at East Perry Elementary, First Presbyterian Church. I believe the First Presbyterian Church, Steve, is the Red Cross Shelter checkpoint, and the Kentucky River Regional Animal Shelter as well. I also want to say this. From what WYMT is saying, Food City and Hazard is only accepting cash so far due to an internet outage. But as far as I know, all other stores and restaurants are currently open. Now, John, you being a Kentucky native, you can kind of give a little bit of a description of this. You're talking a stretch, folks, from Whitesburg all the way to Hazard. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And that's what, a good 2-hour drive, something like that, hour and 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's Letcher County is about an hour away from me. Yeah.
So, I mean, whole towns, Heinemann comes to mind, just completely destroyed.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, John.
Knott County, Letcher County, Perry County, Breathitt County. Those are the counties that's been hit the hardest by this.
You were talking about water. Do you know any other supplies, guys? If you're just joining, this is the House of Rock. I've got John Caldwell, Jammin, John from over in Hazard, Kentucky. wanted to kind of he got in touch with me, wanted to give you guys a update of what's going on with the flood situation that we've had over there. These people are fantastic. Just they're neighbors right over the hill. We got hit here in Pound. Not near as severe, I don't think, but still, neighbors helping neighbors, man. In a real rough and cruel world, sometimes you're going to have to depend on and lean on someone. So John's been gracious enough to kind of give us a little bit of an update of things that are going on with power outages, internet outages, food shortages, and not just food, but like baby food, baby clothes, baby supplies. John, do you know things that are in need the most, like you said, water?
Water is definitely a main one. From what I'm seeing through my resources, I want to say this: the MCHC Whitesburg Medical Clinic is operating normally right now. But they are currently closed, but I believe they will be open tomorrow. They are giving out tetanus shots, which is recommended to anyone who has been in contact with floodwaters. Hyman First Baptist Church is in desperate need of water, cleaning supplies, diapers, formula. Hyman Settlement School is in desperate need of volunteers to help with archive cleanup. Letcher County Central High School is in need of bottled water, cleaning supplies, hard goods such as buckets, mops, brooms, shop vacs, shovels, wheelbarrows, Clorox wipes, non-perishable food items, and volunteers between the hours of 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Of course, they're closed right now, but I'm sure they'll be open tomorrow. From what I'm also seeing, Perry County, if you have items, you can drop them off at East Perry Elementary School and the Hazard Flea Market. I know a couple days ago, Chris Hall had some supplies of their bottled water and stuff at the Hazard Flea Market, so that's awesome. Knott County, donations can be dropped off at the Sportsplex. So if you need supplies, you can go to Knott County Sportsplex. Like Steve said, Hyman is absolutely devastated right now. There's also some other counties within eastern Kentucky. Bell County, donations can be dropped off at Middlesboro Police Department, Middlesboro Kroger, Tim Short Dodge in Middlesboro, and Middlesboro Food City. Items can be dropped off at Tim Short Chevrolet in Manchester. Floyd County, items can be dropped off at the Mountain Muse and the Floyd County Community Center, Copperhead Gun and Range, and Pop Chevrolet in Buick. Donations can also be dropped off at the Harlan Sunside Church of God Monday, August 1st from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Just so many places in eastern Kentucky that's offering donations. I want to say this: Pike County, which is close to where you're at, Steve, items can be dropped off at Pikeville United Methodist Church, C.C. Bell, Upcycled 242, East Kentucky Dream Center, and Faith Life Market. Cleaning supplies and or whatever can be donated at the Pike Central High School football field house. And I believe Appalachian Apparel Company here in Hazard has T-shirts that they're selling right now, and portions of that will be donated to the flood victims.
It's just sitting here, just listening to you, talk about the places that are taking donations. It's really humbling and really just unreal, just how much is needed. And unless you see it with your own eyes, John, you just can't fathom it.
That's true. And I've seen all the photos of the devastation. Even where I live at, there's a ditch line outside my house. And when the flooding was taking place, when the flash flood emergency came out, I was watching WYMT. Brandon Robinson did an incredible job. I cannot, brag on him enough for what he did. And I just want to say this. That night when all that was happening, I was watching WYMT, and as you know, WYMT studio sits on top of the hill next to Black Gold Plaza, Burger King, and all that. There was floodwater behind the parking lot of WYMT that went up to your waist. I have never in my life seen something like that. And just seeing the photos and outside of my house, the ditch line almost came over the road. in the 20 years that I have lived where I lived, I have never seen something like that. This is historic flooding, catastrophic flooding.
Yeah. I've heard the 1,000-year flood kind of thing, so or 100-year flood. John,
the National Weather.
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to say the National Weather Service had said this flood had a 1 in 1,000th chance of happening. It's a 0.1 chance that something like this can happen every year, and it happened. So a very, very rare event.
Wow.
What was you going to say? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, John. I was just going to ask, did you have any other updates, any other places that people could donate or drop things off or things that are needed?
Yes. I want to go ahead and say this real quick. For Johnson County, Paintsville Elementary will accept donations in the gym from August 1st to 2nd from 9 to 3 p.m. Donations can be dropped off at the Walmart in Barberville. Knott County, donations can be dropped off at the Sportsplex, like I said. Letcher County, those items can be dropped off once again at the General Store, Neon Volunteer Fire Department, Isom Old Golden Oak Office at Big Blue Boulevard, Isom Stop and Go, the Old Pine Mountain Outfitters, next to Pine Mountain Grill, Blackie Missionary Baptist Church, McRobert Community Center, Letcher Central High School, and Children's Oil Office. Martin County, Warfield City Hall is accepting donations through Monday, August 1st, including baby supplies, water, paper towels, cleaning supplies, mops and brooms, clothing and shoes, toys, and non-perishable food items. Pike County, those items can be dropped off at Pikeville United Methodist Church, C.C. Bell, App Cycle 242, East Kentucky Dream Center, Faith Life Market. Cleaning supplies and or water can be donated at the Pike Central High School football field house. Perry County, items can be dropped off at the East Perry Elementary School and the Hazard Flea Market. And Pulaski County, donations can be dropped off at Fifth Quarter Wedding Chapel in Somerset. Saturday, that's already been happened, but no clothes are being accepted at this location at this time. I believe more donations will be dropped off there. I want to say this. I want to make this well known. Officials with Letcher County Sheriff's Office announced a curfew starting tonight. It will last until further notice. It will start from midnight to 6 a.m. Exceptions were made for people traveling for work, medical emergencies, and first responders. There is a curfew for off-road vehicles, four-wheelers, side-by-sides, etc. That will be from dark until daylight. Now, the Letcher County Sheriff's Office has made it well known through their Facebook page that they will not tolerate anyone taking advantage of our already vulnerable community. They said, we have lost enough and we are better than this. So if you see someone looting, you call 911. And I want this to be known as well. If you need to report a missing person, because Steve, there's been so many people in this region that have lost everything they worked for. They've lost their family members. They've lost their friends. Unfortunately, 25 people have passed away from this devastation. And there's so many that's missing. And if you need to report, if you're listening to me, if you need to report a missing person in the counties of Breathitt, Perry, Knott, Letcher, or Leslie, you can contact Kentucky State Police Post 13 in Hazard. That number is 1-606-435-6069. Once again, 1-606-435-6069. If you are living in Magoffin, Johnson, Martin, Floyd, or Pike, and you need to report a missing person, contact Post 9 in Pikeville, 1-606-433-7711, 1-606-433-7711. In Jackson, Owsley, or Lee counties, if you need to report a missing person, contact Post 7 in Richmond, 1-859-623-2404, 1-859-623-2404. In Wolf or Morgan counties, if you need to report a missing person, contact Post 8 in Moorhead, 1-606-784-4127. That is 1-606-784-4127. And if you need to report a missing person in Harlan County, you can contact Post 10 in Harlan, 1-606-573-3131. That's 1-606-573-3131. If the phone lines are busy, because I had to call Steve on a family member's cell phone because my local line, the long distance, is out. they're busy. If the phone lines are busy for you, officials urge people to send an email to ksppubaff@ky.gov. That is ksppubaff@ky.gov. And you must include the following information: your first and last name, your phone number, the missing person's first and last name, the missing person's home county, the missing person's description, gender, age, race, etc., and the missing person's home address and phone number. Also, Steve, I want to say this. Highway 15 going from Jackson to Lexington, it was closed the other day because there was a concern that the dam was going to break over there, that Tambo Lake Dam. Good news, Highway 15 going from Jackson to Lexington through the Tambo Lake Dam, that is now open. You can safely travel through there, so that is awesome to hear. Travel trailers are headed from to eastern Kentucky from western Kentucky. That helped out during that Mayfield tornado disaster that we had literally just a couple of months ago, so that's awesome to hear. And fundraisers, I want to get into that here in a second as well. Is it okay if I go ahead and say that right now? Or?
Yeah, go ahead, John.
All right, thank you. So the main fund for raising money and helping out here is the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund. It is set up by Kentucky's government. It's seen 5,600 donations so far. $684,688, folks, has been raised for that fund so far. That is incredible. We're seeing donations from in and out of state, which is just so heartwarming to see. You can donate to that fund by visiting https://secure.kentucky.gov/forum services/finance/EKY flood relief. I want to say that one more time because I know that's a lot. https://secure.kentucky.gov/forum services/finance/EKY flood relief. WYMT also has a fund called Appalachian Rises. You can find that on their website. And there is the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky Crisis Fund. The Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky has created a crisis fund for flood victims. You can find that on WYMT's website through Appalachian Rises. Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the ARH Foundation Flood Relief Fund. ARH has taken monetary donations online. You can go to www.arh.org/funds. Once again, that is www.arh.org/floods. If you would like to donate cleaning supplies, non-perishable food items, or water, they're being accepted at the Lexington office for ARH. That is 2260 Executive Drive, Lexington, Kentucky, 40505. That is 2260 Executive Drive, Lexington, Kentucky, 40505. So that's the info that I have right there, and more than 7,000 plus have had their power restored. That's really awesome. Kentucky Power expects to have 95% of Leslie County customers restored by tonight, 95% of Floyd and Pike County customers restored by Sunday night, and those restoration efforts will continue into next week for Breathitt, Perry, Knott, and Letcher counties. Last thing I want to say is shelters. Perry County, First Presbyterian Church, Red Cross Shelter, East Perry Elementary, West Perry Elementary, Gospel Light Baptist Church, Second Creek Church of God, Buckhorn Lake State Resort Lodge. That is currently impacted. They're trying to get that cleared up. Floyd County Shelters, Jenny Wiley State Resort Park, Floyd County Community Center, Floyd County Schools. That's open for meals. Breathitt County Courthouse, those with pets can shelter at the Montessori Building on Jet Drive in Jackson. And for the Knott County shelters, Knott County Sportsplex, Letcher County shelters, Letcher County High School, Pine Mountain Grill, the General Store, Letcher County VFW, Wagon Tails Pet Resort is sheltering displaced pets. And I know in Virginia, I think you guys have gotten some flooding over there too. Over in Wise County, the shelters there, James W. Adams Elementary School, that is 10824 Orby Cantrell Highway, Pound, Virginia. 24279. Wise Volunteer Fire Department Bingo Hall, 307 Norton Road in Wise, Virginia, 24293. And then Coburn Middle School, 518 Center Avenue, Northeast Coburn, Virginia, 24230.
John, I can't thank you enough, man, for coming on, and certainly didn't mean to take a lot of your time, but so much to cover. We could about talk the whole 4 hours of just the devastation, but I do thank you for your time and your research of getting the info out to everyone and letting them know about shelters and GoFundMes and things that they can do and things that they need, and I certainly appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for giving me the time, Steve. I really appreciate you for letting me take some of your time up, brother, to talk about this. And I just want to say in closing to everybody living in Eastern Kentucky, this region shaped me. I love this region. I love these people. I've seen a lot of devastation, but I've also seen a lot of people in this area give the clothes off of their back and help out and bring people into their homes that don't have a home. And you got to look for the helpers in life. And boy, oh boy, I've seen a lot of helpers in this region, and it has been an incredible thing that gives me hope. The people of Eastern Kentucky are strong. We are loving people, and we will not let this stop us. We will not give up. We will continue to push forward, and things will get better soon. Thank you so much once again, brother, for giving me time.
Very welcome, John. Thank you so much. God bless.
God bless you.
All right, guys. There you hear a little bit of live info from what's going on in Kentucky, and I want to add this. My brother Jody Collins, love Jody to death. If you can't make it over to Kentucky to do anything, and this is the House of Rock on 92.5 WLSD. We'll get into the music when I'm just to give me a few more minutes. And the reason I'm doing this is this. It's like I told John, it's neighbors helping neighbors. Sometimes you have to take just a little bit of time to talk about what you need. And sometimes God's going to make a way where there is no way to help your neighbor, to help your family. But Brother Jody Collins up in Wise, love him to death. If you can't make it over to Whitesburg, Mount Olive Church up in Wise, that's just across from the Sheriff's Department where the old social services used to be. Mount Olive Church in Wise is going over to Whitesburg tomorrow. So if you're in the Wise, Norton area, you can feel free to drop off anything at the church on the front porch before 1 o'clock tomorrow. And you can take that up to the Mount Olive Church. They will get it over to Whitesburg. They have a group leaving over tomorrow to go to Whitesburg to work. So you can leave any supplies on the church porch. Again, church is located just past UVA College in Wise, across from the Sheriff's Department, which is the old social services building, I think, or the old Christian school, actually, old Christian school. If anybody has any questions, you can contact TJ McAmus on Facebook or the church Facebook, or you can contact Jody Collins. Anything, you got it all. Shirts, clothes, water, cleaning supplies, mops, anything you need, take it up to Mount Olive Church. They're going to go over to Whitesburg tomorrow, help out those folks, and they'll be going before 1 o'clock. So if you have anything, want to donate anything, maybe want to donate yourself, go up to Mount Olive Church before 1 o'clock tomorrow. They're heading over, and they're going to be going to Whitesburg, and they're going to be helping out those folks. So I urge you to go and do that. If something is laid on your heart to do, canned goods, something like that. Also, I have one more, and then we'll take a commercial break and get into the music. The Wise Fire Department, they're getting a team together to go over Monday. That is the 1st of August, and they're going to take supplies and help out anything that you need to do. Some of the things that they're looking at, needing canned foods, non-perishable items, cases or jugs of water, toiletry items, clothing, all size clothing, any kind of clothing. It doesn't matter. When you lose everything, you don't worry if it's Under Armour or if it's whatever brand. Shoes, batteries, cleaning supplies, blankets. Take it over. You can go up to the Wise Fire Department as well. They're going over Monday. So you have some time. If you want to donate your time, donate something to help out these victims of Kentucky. I have no doubts they would do the same thing for us. It's neighbors helping neighbors, and that's what we do. You heard the long list that John gave of the places you can donate your time and your money. And, man, you don't see a flood like this or a natural disaster in our area like this very, very often. So, you know, when you can't depend on one, you depend on another, but most of all, you depend on the good Lord. And he will make a way where, again, there is no way. So if you would, please, Mount Olive Church in Wise, Fire Department in Wise. Mount Olive, now they're going over tomorrow to Whitesburg, so it needs to be before 1 o'clock. You can put it on the porch if you have to at Mount Olive. The Fire Department in Wise is going Monday. They'll be going over to Whitesburg Monday, so please, 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 if you have something you want to donate, go on, help out the good people in Kentucky. You're listening to 92.5 The Vault. This is Steve's House of Rock. The rock will start in just a few minutes.